Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy.
We're going to play with the gangs all Meer. They are so cute. Are they not cute? This is a celebration set that you can earn for free with a $50 order, January, February, and March. And then these are so great. These stitched So Sweetly dies, they're called. So will be using that. And then Mountain Air. And then this Happy Birthday from Little Ladybug, which is a celebration host set. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Marty, Fran, Judy. Okay. Hi, Sharon. So let me put these aside. And I am going to start out with my norm 5 by 3 3/4. And we're going to use this stamp and some black. And I'm just going to stamp it right down here on the bottom. And you could stop right there and make a very simple card and put a greeting there. But I decided to mask it. And I kind of went, cut their like ears off and I didn't worry about the bottom. So I came in and just did little on the side. And I did this on Post-it note tape because that's all I could find. I'm still not totally unpacked. Okay, and then I brought some over there. And you could do more than one mask if you wanted to. And then for the last one, right there. Okay, so then I came in with, let's see what saying did I use. Happy birthday to a stand-up friend. And just stamp that right there. And we're going to layer that on black. Hi, Jackie and Sandra. Ivy. I forgot. I don't even know where my magic mirror is. I didn't come across it yet. It's packed inside of something. Hi, Andy. Oh, Susie. I miss Susie. Okay, so simple card, everything flat. You could stamp a little something on the inside, but of course I didn't because I'm me. You could color in just one if you wanted to, but I just left this a black and white simple card. Okay. Did I hold that up long enough? So there it is. All right, so for the next card, so again, 5 by 3 3/4, and I am going to stamp them again. Right about there. No, may as well leave that out because I'm going to be using it. And then I'm going to mask them again. Then I'm going to bring in this mountain from Mountain Air. And I have Crumb Cake. Oh, Crumb Cake sounds delicious right about now. A nice cup of coffee. All right, so stamp it off. And then, let's do a full one right there. Then I'm going to stamp it off again and just go a little bit higher on part of it. Now, the fun thing about this set is that you can clean off this side. You can flip it around. And before I use a stamp, I always rub it with my fingers. Okay, so I'm just going to show you if you just wanted to make, shadow. So you can also stamp it that way. And the whole set works like that. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. And we're going to pull him or it, the mask, off. Let me cover that up. Then we're going to take this little guy. Guess I covered it up too soon. And I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to put him right there in the corner. Okay, so let's do some coloring. So with this one, of course, I'm using the Stampin' Up! Blends. So I have got, let's see, Smoky Slate. I'm missing something. Nope, I got it right here. Dark Crumb Cake, Light Crumb Cake, and then Soft Suede, Light and Dark. So I am going to start with the dark. And I'm going to get this guy. And I'm just filling in like a few places. It's going to lighten up between his legs there. Okay, so then if I bring in the light, it's actually so dark, even though it's light. So with the Stampin' Up! Ones, although sometimes I pull in an Illustrator, which I'll be using after, but I will take a blender and lighten up some spots. And then I'll take the color right onto the blender. And if I want that a little bit lighter, okay, so we're going to try and do these quickly because I am doing a third card, and that one also gets colored. So this might be a little bit darker than I want. So I'm just a little bit of shading. You really don't need a lot. And then most of this is going to be the lighter. And I am going to bring in this time, just because it's faster, the Illustrator. And it's just a lighter shade of gray. I mean, it's okay to mix some others into ours. They all blend together. They really do. Okay, so I want ice gray. And I really wanted to leave a white spot on the belly, but I forgot. But it's all good, because look how cute they are. They are so cute. I just love them. So we're going to do the same thing with the soft Suede. No, this is Crumb Cake, sorry. So really, there's not much different you're doing to each one, and I'm going to do each one so that we can get them done. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the light. So you can do pretty quick coloring with alcohol markers. It all depends on the look you want. So I'm not going to bother with that light spot, but I did want to show you. And of course I haven't looked over. Hi Cynthia. I love Florida. But these vultures, oh my God, I'm gonna put like tinfoil and stuff out tomorrow. There were 2 in our yard again this morning. And I never saw those at Susie's. I think Lonnie should come sit here with his pellet gun. Just kidding. Okay, so that one I did the light first because sometimes it's whatever's in my hand. And put a little bit down by the tail, and then you can go back in and like blend it out. And this one I can leave because I'm doing a second time. I can leave a little bit of light. I don't like where that little white spot was. Hi Jackie. Hi Dawn. Hi Robin. Okay, so there's those guys. Now this one, he's going to be a little darker. So we're using the soft suede. And there went my phone. I don't know why it does that. It like shuts itself off. Yep, there we are. Okay. Hopefully it stays. All right, so I'm putting a little bit like around his hands because it'll create like a shadow there. Of course I did that with the light. Of course. I might just, yeah, I'll go in and do it. All right, so I'm not putting too much dark in. I'm going to go back with this because it is a dark color. But I wanted him to look a little different because he's popping out of the soil. Okay, then the only other thing I did is I gave them some blue eyes. And it's just a little dab will do ya. Okay. So now we're going to go in with the Balmy Blue and a brush. And I'm going to put in a little bit of sky. So you don't need a lot. Then I'm going to start with some Sierra Sand. My bracelets are rattling. I had lost one when I was packing, and it was one that a woman that I used to craft with in New York. She put a different, it's like a magnet. So one day when, I think it was the day we moved the couch out of the house and got rid of it, I was like, oh, I think I lost the bracelet in the couch. Oh well, it's at the dump. So turns out it was in one of the boxes, and I just found it. So I was happy. So then I'm going to take some of the Crumb Cake on this very small, you can see it, small brush, and go like in between. Okay, and then let's do this with a little Crumb Cake. Just make that a little bit more distinctive in there. Now, which one's the Crumb Cake? I need the Crumb Cake. Sierra Sand. Okay. So then I kind of just made some more, because it's nature. It's the desert. And then took away a little bit of the white. Although, there could be snow in the mountains and hot in the desert. Okay. So then I took Hello Fabulous. Oh, that was from another set. I pulled from Dress to Impress, which is such a cute set. Okay, and then I took a black marker and I just colored in the hello. So we're going to huff. And you don't want to use your blend, your alcohol ink on that. It'll totally just stain and not give you a stamping image. So there's that. So let me move these aside. Try to stay a little neat. Okay. So then on soft suede, and again, this one I did not put any dimensionals. I know y'all miss seeing my trick, my fast hands with the pick. Make sure you're in the right direction. I have been known to put my cards together backwards. So that is soft suede, and then on Crumb Cake. And then I would put another white piece inside, but I didn't yet. So there's that one. Here's the first one. I did a little bit different. But they're cute. I love these little guys. Okay, so for the last one, that's where I use the dies. So I cut 2 just in case. And again, we're going to stamp these little guys. Little meerkats. And right there. Okay, so this time I am going to use the ice gray. So I'm going to use my illustrators. So with the illustrators, you use 3. So I'm using ice gray 1, 2, and 3. So this is the darkest. So I'm just going to highlight certain spots with the dark. A little by his tail, and this guy. Okay, so we're going to go like around his arm. Bring it in his face. And I'm not even, like getting crazy. You could do fur if you really, that's not the one I wanted to color that. Okay, so we're going over to here. All is not ruined. You can almost fix anything. Almost. So around there where he's leaning. And then this one. Okay. Oops. No, I almost did the wrong one again. So then we're going to go with number 2. And I'm going to leave some space for his chest hair and his belly. So it just gives him a little, whoops, I forgot to leave a little. Oh, well. They all look different, right? They have to all look different. So he's just got no highlight in his face. And this guy says, that's pretty funny. So bring that out a little bit more. You can always go back and put a little bit more dark for dimension. Okay, so now we're going to come in with, the light. Ice gray 1. And of course, when I'm sitting and coloring, I go much slower than I do when I'm on camera. Very small areas I would have to take my time. But I want to get in the 3 cards. I should have brought this down closer. Next time I will, I promise. Oh, groceries are here. I need mine delivered. Sue, can you do my shopping, please? And deliver it. Oh. Please, Susie, you are my friend. Okay, so now we're going to go with a brown gray. So I forget which ones I use, so we're just going to fake it. So we're going to go with brown, gray, 765. Ooh, that's dark. I think I did much lighter, but it's okay. It's okay. Which is actually good for this guy, where I put the wrong color. So I'm just dotting in, because it's so dark, a little bit between his legs, a little bit by his tail. Just doing where the artist gives you the lines. Oh, I forgot the gray one's finger. Okay, so I'm going to go in with ice gray 2 will be fine. Okay, so now we're going to go with, we did 7, we're going to do 6. Maybe I want to do that one. Yeah, let's do this one. We're going to do 5, and then I'm going to go down to 4. Yeah, they're mighty dark. Mighty dark. It's going to come out fine, though. I mean, really, unless you, I don't know, totally go out of the lines and use absolute colors that don't blend, you can't really mess it up. And the tips on the illustrators are amazing, so that when you want to do, like on flowers, can you see how I'm like flicking there? So you can do like very thin flicks. And it's all, you know, it's all a process if you want to take your coloring further. All right, so I need to go back in there with a little dark inside his arm. Okay, so ice gray, brown gray. I think I even wanted that lighter, but I have a little solution. So I'm just going to blend that out. They are so cute, even like messing it up on camera. Okay, so I'm going to go back with the 5 and like inside his arm here where there should be a shadow, I'm going to go over that again. And then I'm going to take brown gray 2 and blend it all. So I actually used 4 instead of the 3. Okay. They are, like, I just love them. Okay, so then we're going to take, what did I use? Would have been nice if I wrote it down, but I didn't. Let's try MB 1, 2, and 3. But I think that really wasn't it. So, oh yeah, maybe it was. So I did a lot of dots. I did like up where the artist has their line. I made the line, and then I dotted. Ooh, those squigglies that Lou does would like really, I forget what she calls them, but I bet that would look good in there. Okay, MB2, and I'm going to use the other bullet point. So now we have different sized dots, and that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to take the lightest color and blend that all in. Just like that. So now it has some texture to that. So they're on sand. Where's the other piece? All right, so with that big die, the largest one in the set, I cut out of Crumb Cake, and I glued this on. Just like that. And then we're going to set it up with some dimensionals. And you know, no matter what, I use a lot because I don't like saggy bits. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. White card base. And this is the new, I think it's the Posy paper. And I use the opposite side. And this is 5 1/4 by 4. Oh God, I just hate putting glue on this side. It's so beautiful. Okay, so we're putting that on there. This is going to go there. And then somewhere there's a little piece to stamp on. Oh, I covered it up. Check that out. Okay, so I use that happy birthday from the little ladybug. By the time I learn the names of the sets, it'll be a new catalog. I don't know if I ever told you, but my first 2 years of being a demonstrator, I had every color, every set, what page it was on, like memorized. Second year, third year was like, forget it. And then at some point they started going at like 2 catalogs a year. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that. Like memorize things in 6 months. No. Okay, so we're just going to cut that off there. And this is 3/4 of an inch. And then I took, let's see, which marker do I want to use? Crumb Cake. Let's do we'll do this one, Mocha. And I just took that and ran it around the edge, purposely letting it kind of go to the front. If you stay too long in a spot, it's going to spread, but sometimes that's a great look if you're using alcohol for this. Okay. So we're going to put that down flat. And then this one, okay. Huh, giving me a hard time. So my little Yorkie is having so much fun here. She just like stands up on her two back legs. Sometimes she'll sit while she's up like that and just like looks outside at the birds. She is crazy in love with Florida. Okay, so there's that one. So let me clear everything off. So many sets do I have, if you watched my 2 videos, that I will be playing with in the next few months before the next catalog comes. And let's put these out. And it's so much fun to be stamping again. I missed it so much. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Let's make sure they're in camera so I can screenshot it for YouTube. And I love my house. The kitchen cabinets, I didn't realize, I guess I didn't look at them closely, but there is, both the big cabinets have a lot of dead space, so I have to get some other furniture in the dining room, like some kind of wall unit, to put some of my things in, because I am not getting on my knees taking things out and then having to put them back in and reaching for stuff under there. I'm like, oh my God, this is not. But other than that, I love. We just bought a couch, so we're not going to have that for a couple weeks, but it's I love it. I love it. So thanks for joining me, everybody, and I will be back on Wednesday with, you know, my motto. I don't know what, but it'll be something. See y'all then. Good night, everybody.